you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
What is up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Samoa Raider back at it again with another video, another game recap, and the Raiders just won, baby, and we are 5-2 heading into the bye week atop of the AFC West. Man, what a time to be a Raiders fan right now. Rich Bisaccia is holding this team together. We're going out there, we're handling business on both sides of the ball. Honestly, it just feels really good right now, you know, just to watch a game and not have to have a heart attack at the end of the game. Just chill throughout the whole game from start to finish and know that your team is going to come out on top, man. It's been a really long time since I've had that feeling, especially in back-to-back games. I mean, the way we've been looking, maybe those emails were probably the best thing that could have ever happened to us this year. But I'm gonna put all that aside right now, and I want to get into this game recap. Now, going into this game, we already knew that we were tied at first place in the AFC West at 4-2, and if we wanted to go 5-2 into the bye week, we had to go through the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, we ended up winning the coin toss, but we deferred the ball, getting it back at the half. Now, the Eagles started off the game, they drove down the field really nicely, and they had a balanced offense, and Miles Sanders was starting to get hot out there. He was running through our defense easily, and they ended off that drive with a Kenneth Gainwell touchdown, putting them up 7-0. Now, on a 3rd and 15, we had a huge play down the field to Zay Jones for a 43-yard reception, and our offense was moving down the field, but we ended off our first drive with an interception. Derek Carr tries to find Jalen Richard. It slips off his hands into Avonte Maddox's hands and giving the Eagles the ball right back. But shout out to our defense, man, bending but never breaking, going out there, forcing a 3 and now on the next drive, man, shout out to Drake for holding it down, man. He had a lot of good runs in the backfield, and it set us up for a Foster Moreau touchdown, and that was a huge touchdown. We already knew before this game that Darren Waller was not going to play, so it was up to Foster Moreau to pick up where Darren Waller left off, and he did just that in this game. He came away with 6 receptions for 60 yards and a touchdown on National Tight Ends Day. What better way to go out there and ball out on your actual day? But with that touchdown, we tied the ball game at 7 apiece. Now we got the ball right back into our hands, and we was driving down the field. Josh Jacobs was having some great plays out there. Heck, we even had a huge screenplay out there, and this is the second time we've seen us draw up a play like this, which went for a huge gain. And that's one thing that we've been missing in this offense. And shout out to our offensive coordinator, Greg Olsen, man, calling a great game yesterday. We even got to see my cousin, my Oster, throwing some more Marcus Mariota on the field for one play. It was an option play, option replay. It was kind of unique, and I was just happy that they at least try to utilize him in some sort of fashion. Of course, he did not go for 31 yards like he did in the first game. It went for about like 3 yards, didn't really do much, but it was good to see him get right back up, run back to the sidelines, and not be injured. So I know that Marcus Mariota is slowly going to be put into this offense, and I think in the back half of the season, he might be utilized a lot more. We drive down the field up to the 10-yard line, I believe so, and we hand the rock off to Josh Jacobs, and he goes down and scores a touchdown, putting us up 14-7. Now, he did go out of the game, and he was out for the rest of the game after that play with some chest injuries. Hopefully, he gets better and he heals up, especially off of this bye week, and he returns in that New York game. Now, in the last-ditch effort, the Eagles try to drive down the field, and shout out to Quentin Jefferson for forcing a fumble right before the half, and Jonathan Abram recovered the ball, and we had good field position to drive down the field and score again. We only came away with the field goal. I would have loved a touchdown, but at the end of the day, we still put points on the board, and that's one thing that I love seeing from Rich Bisaccia is whenever we're in field goal range and we don't convert on 3rd down, we go for that field goal. We try to get the points on the board, and that's where we really struggled in the beginning of the season. Carlson ends up kicking the field goal, and it puts us up 17-7 at halftime. Now, coming out of the half, them sneaky Eagles try to catch a slip in, and they try to kick an onside kick, but luckily enough for us, our fullback Alec Ingold was out there to recover the ball, and we had good field position again. We drive down the field, and shout out to Kenyon Drake for going up the middle, getting that touchdown, putting this team up 24-7, and this is the 2nd straight week Kenyon Drake has hit the end zone, man, and it's good to see that he's finally coming into his own. The Eagles go on a quick 3 and out, and we get the ball right back. We drive down the field, and we were down at our goal line, and we went for it on 4th and 1, and we drew up a perfect screenplay to Bryan Edwards to get the touchdown, putting us up 30-7. And man, it's already looking like a great game for this team, a great game for this Raiders team, man. It's been a while since we've seen our team go out there and play the way that we did. Now the Eagles come right back. They drive all the way down the field at the 1-yard line. And shout out to Mad Max Crosby, man. He had a huge play jumping over the line to get a stop on Jalen Hurts on a QB sneak and stops him, because on the next play, Jalen Hurts actually fumbles the ball and we recover the ball and we get the ball right back. And I'm thinking, oh, we're going to go right down the field again and score. But we go on a quick 3-and-out and we play kind of conservative for the rest of the game, which I was kind of like getting worried, because I was like, do not let these guys get any kind of momentum and come back into this game. The only score that we have for the rest of this game was a Carlson field goal. Other than that, the Eagles were able to score twice. Boston Scott run and a Jalen Reagor touchdown. Now that touchdown, I would give some props to Jalen Reagor, because it was a nice play for the Eagles. All in all, the Eagles tried to make a comeback, you know, a last-ditch effort to come back into this game, but it was a little bit too late. And Yannick Ngakoue, shout out to my guy for going out there, ending off this game with a sack. And the Raiders end up winning 33-22, and we move to 5-2 going into the bye week. And as of right now, like I said before, we are atop of the AFC West.
How about that, Raider Nation? Come home and them players play with the relentless effort like that? How about them Raiders?
Now, I do want to give some game balls away, and I want to start off with my guy, running back Kenyon Drake, man. He picked up right where Josh Jacobs left off when he went out for the rest of the game. Kenyon Drake was there. He rushed 14 times for 69 yards, averaged 4.9 yards per carry, had a touchdown. Also, I want to shout out our tight end, Foster Moreau, for coming in and having a big day. 6 receptions for 60 yards and a touchdown. With Darren Waller out the game, it was no problem for our team to go out there and get the job done with our tight end, because Foster Moreau, I'm telling you guys, on any other team would be a starting tight end. But the fact that we have these two guys out there, Waller and Moreau, man, we got, I would say, one of the better tight end duos in the league. I can't talk about our receiving core without talking about Hunter Renfrow, man. Really reliable wide receiver out there for Derek Carr. He came away with 7 receptions for 58 yards, averaging 8.3 yards per catch. Now, moving over to the defensive side of the ball, I gotta give a huge shout out to Brandon Faison, a guy that we just recently picked up, who already played under Gus Bradley before, has shown up in a great way for this defense. With Trayvon Mullen down and Damon Arnett down, this dude has been solid opposite of Casey Hayward, and he was our leading tackler in this game with 9 total tackles and had 3 pass deflections. Denzel Perriman, who's always going to be up there with our leading tacklers, was the second leading tackler with 8 total tackles. And the last guy on the defensive side of the ball, man, I got to give a shout out to Yannick Ngakoue. My guy had a game, a huge game, and he put a lot of that pressure on Jalen Hurts. Now, I know Mad Max Crosby did as well, but Yannick Ngakoue, for the most part, was hunting. It was hunting season for this dude, Ngakoue, and he came away in this game with 4 total tackles, 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 2 pass deflections, and 2 QB hits. Whoo-wee! Talk about a huge steal in free agency, man. This was one of the biggest signings that we had. And just having games like this helps out Mad Max Crosby that much more throughout the whole season, because you don't know who you're going to be blocking out there, who you got to double out there, because you're either going to get a Mad Max Crosby type of day or a Yannick Ngakoue type of day. It's a win-win situation for our Raiders.
In my back.
Now for my favorite segment of this show, of my game recap, it is the My Neck and My Back play of the game. And I gotta give a huge shout out to one of my subscribers, aka Eddie De La Rosa, for giving me this play of the game. And what could it be? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's not even Clark Kent's candy ass. It's Super Mad Max Crosby going over the top rope like Rey Mysterio and getting a huge stop on Jalen Hurts. Roll the clip.
Just jumped over the offensive line to make that play.
Somebody come and look at this.
Here on the right side. Look at him just jump over. Let it go. Knows there's going to be a QB sneak, stops Jalen Hurts.
My neck neck and my back.
Mama, what can't this dude, Mad Max Crosby, do, man? This dude was flying over the top like Troy Polamalu, man, getting that stop. That was a huge stop because on the next play, we did get a fumble recovery from the Eagles. So shout out to Mad Max Crosby being that guy, showing now, and I'm telling you guys, he's one of those Defensive Player of the Year candidates for this season. I wouldn't be surprised if the NFL finally showed my guy some love and gave him that award. But Raider Nation, is there any other play that you would say was your my neck and my back play of the game? Let me know down in the comments below.
MVP,
Now for my MVP of the game, I asked you guys, the Raider Nation, in my post-game live show, who you guys believe the MVP of the game should be? Should it be Yannick Ngakoue? Should it be Kenyon Drake?
Drake?
Rich Bisaccia? Nah, y'all voted. 51% of you guys voted for our quarterback, DC, aka Derek Carr. My dude came away with a huge game, a nearly flawless game out there, going 31 for 34, 323 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a QB rating of 113.6. Put some freaking respect on Derek Carr's name, and I've been saying this every single week. This is gonna be my quarterback until he's not, and I've been telling you guys ever since last year, you give Derek Carr a defense, he'll show you how far he'll take you. And right now, with a solid defense, this team is looking really good, and with a quarterback like Derek Carr, man, he's finally showing you guys. I mean he showed you guys in the first 3 games, but with those 2 losses that we had back-to-back against the Chargers and the Bears, a lot of people wanted to trade this guy away, but y'all just don't know what y'all have until it's gone, man. You guys got a good thing in front of you, and that's Derek Carr, man. So shout out to Derek Carr for putting together a good game, for going out there and winning the game. Now we could go into the bye week, we can relax for 2 straight weeks until the next game, and we just got to get things rolling when we come back and head to New York against the New York Giants. Do you guys agree with my MVP of the game? Do you guys have any other players that you would have given the MVP to? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on my game recap. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, and if this is the first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Until the next video, this is your boy some more Raider, and your boy is yeah.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.